everybody. So a lot of people have been asking us what's going on and where our stuff is. And yes, we are in Colorado. So there's that, which is why I'm very short-winded. I'm still adjusting to the elevation change. But yeah, so we are in Colorado. But our stuff is still in Tennessee. And this PCS, nothing has gone right. I mean, I know most PCS, a lot of things don't go right, but nothing has gone right on this one. So I'm going to talk about what's going on, what's happened so far, and honestly, how my oils have been like the biggest lifesaver to me during this entire process. So, okay, first off, whenever we left our house, great start because we actually got paid from housing to move off post because we cleaned our house so good, which that's amazing. Like I heard that hardly ever happens. So that was great. That was a great start. And then that next day we went to go stay at my mom's, and then my husband's government travel card was supposed to come, and it had been 3 days since its expected delivery date. So we called the company that does the travel card. They have no record of my husband at all. So that was very stressful. And again, with my oils, my Stress Away was really, really helpful with that because we had no idea how we were going to get to Colorado because, we were living pretty much paycheck to paycheck at Fort Campbell, and hopefully that changes here. But so we had no idea how we were going to get to Colorado because we didn't have that money. And so we had to go back to Fort Campbell from my mom's in Gallatin, which is about an hour and 45 minutes, by the way. And it was Memorial Day weekend, and we didn't realize that it was a 4-day danza, which means that the base is pretty much closed. Everything's closed. So we drove all the way to Fort Campbell from my mom's house, and just to realize that finance was closed because we were going to get an advance pay. And yeah, so we had to wait until Tuesday, which was our expected move-in date. We were supposed to move in on the 29th of May. So again, Stress Away was what really just helped us get it through. We just put it in the diffuser. We like to roll it on. It just really helped. And then so we pushed back the move-in date and get through all of that. And it was just stressful. What was going to be a 5-day stay at my mother's house ended up being a 2-week stay with my mom, my mom's boyfriend, their 2 dogs, our 2 dogs, my brother, my husband, me, and our baby. It was a very full, chaotic house. At least the dogs got along for the most part. But it was time to leave. And so whenever it was the night before, Lucas and I, of course, we could not sleep. Which, I mean, it was just the nerves of the drive and everything. So what we put in the diffuser, which I do not have, and I am totally going to buy, it was per one of my friend's recommendations, to put lavender and cedarwood in our diffuser to get restful sleep. And we put it in, and in about, I swear to you guys, 30 to 45 minutes, we were out, and we were out all night. And we woke up very well rested and ready for that long drive to Kansas City, Missouri, which is where we stayed for the first night. And as for the car, which oils we used for the car, because again, we drive a Dodge Dart. And we drove across the country with all of our stuff, or, suitcases full of stuff. Our 2 dogs, which is a Labrador, if you don't know, and a Beagle mix. So they're not tiny dogs. And our baby in the back seat. And we drove about, 15 hours a day. It was pretty stressful. And my dog, Rufus, he's the Beagle. He likes to run off, and cars aren't his thing. He hates cars. So actually, whenever we were about to leave, my cousin Shayna, who is also really big into the oils, Shayna, if you're watching this, thank you for this oil so much. It really helped. She gave us tea away, which is actually an oil that Young Living makes for animals, and I'm gonna read the description to you. It is formulated with a soothing scent for your animal to support a new level of emotional freedoms and joyous feelings. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my picture of me and Rufus on this drive together, but I had never seen him happier. Like, he was just smiling the whole time. I was just so happy. Normally, he's just ready to get out of the car. He hates car rides. And so that was great. This oil really did help. We just she gave us to us in a roller, which was really great. We just rolled it on their paws, and yep, they were great. Bella, she's typically great with the car, but I'm amazed with how well this worked with Rufus. And then also for the car, for Luke, he also started getting his 2-year-old molars right before we left. They're already poking through all the way in the back. It's been fun, but we knew that we would need him to sleep most of the time. And some people kept telling us, give him Benadryl. Our kid is under 2. We're not going to give him Benadryl. So we tried Sleepy Eyes for him to get some restful sleep, and worked like a charm. He fell asleep. He was asleep for most of the car ride. And then he would just like wake up or start fussing. And if you guys have met my child or been in the car with my child, he hates the car. Hates it. We had to get him an iPad so he could watch movies, just so we can like go to the store most days. Like, he hates the car. And I mean, it sucks. It really sucks. He's got a nice car seat and everything, but yeah, he just hates it. And this really helped him just knock out in the back seat, and it was pretty great. And so we didn't have to stop as much as I thought we were going to, but yeah. And I did use this again, so I will bring this up again. But anyways, let's get to the house. We are at the house. We finally signed in our lease. We pay all the fees or whatever for the dog, some prorated amount, whatever. So we get into our house and we're like, okay, well, we should probably call the movers, right? Let's call the movers. So we called the movers and they would not answer our phone calls. 4 days of leaving messages, of calling them, not a response. And we were done, and I finally found another number that was like a kind of like just in case number in one of our emails, and they answered immediately. By the way, I had called the movers. I had called my travel agent, I can't remember what it's called, military spouses, you know what I'm talking about. She has not answered our phone calls, still to this day. We called the storage company where our stuff was being stored. They didn't answer. We called where our stuff was going to be delivered. They answered, but they're like, we have no record of your stuff. And so we finally found this other number. It's like the bigger picture number. And so we gave her a call. And yeah, she finally got people to get back in touch with us. And so we found out that our stuff is still in Tennessee. And it was supposed to be delivered here on June 1st. Mind you, we moved in on June 4th. So we figured, okay, yeah, we're gonna have our stuff here. It's gonna be pretty easy to move in, blah, blah, blah. Nope, our stuff is still in Tennessee. Mind you, it's the 9th, and our stuff is still in Tennessee, and it just sucks right now. But, we're making it. We, of course, had a slab on that stress away with that, trying to find the silver lining to this. And so we just went and got an air mattress, and as you guys know, air mattresses are not the most comfortable thing in the world. So every morning, my husband and I have been rubbing this on our backs. This is Panaway, and it helps with pains and aches, and yeah, it's great. It's how I function throughout the day. And yeah, we got that. And then poor Luke, sleeping on an air mattress with mom and dad kind of sucked. So we went to this place here that was, it helps lower enlisted get things for your house here. And they had a twin bed. They had a toddler bed, and which was perfect. I mean, it's not the exact one we wanted for Luke, but it's a toddler bed with a mattress for right now. So Luke has a big boy bed, which is so exciting. And so we finally got it all together, and so mommy and daddy were sleeping on an air mattress, and Luke is sleeping in his twin bed, or toddler bed. I keep saying twin bed. His toddler bed. And so we were a little nervous his first night being in his toddler bed, right? So we decided to put a little bit more sleepy eyes on him, and, fell asleep pretty quick, and he slept in his bed all night. And that was the first night, which was 2 nights ago. Last night, I just didn't even put it on him. I wanted to try, make sure, he would get it on his own. Slept in his big boy bed like a pro. I'm so proud of him. And he's napped in it every single day. and we're gonna move his bed we're all staying in the living room right now, just because it's just easier. We're gonna start moving his stuff upstairs in about a week. And so yeah, it's working out in its own way right now. Everything just kind of isn't as we thought it was gonna be. What really is like the most like annoying thing right now is that Lucas reports to work tomorrow, and he had no uniforms, none. So we had to go buy him uniforms, which, as any military spouse knows or military member knows, they ain't cheap. So we had to go and get that done, and that was just kind of a pain. And luckily, the movers are going to pay us back for him to have to buy a new uniform, for us to buy like an air mattress. They're paying us all back for all that type of stuff. We have no idea when we'll be getting our stuff. I'm trying to just make this place as homey as possible for the time being. We will be uploading a travel video on our YouTube probably tomorrow. I'm working on it tonight. Hopefully I'll get done. But yeah, I will also post our house tour, empty house tour. I mean, it's pretty empty anyway still. Actually, and right now, I should probably say I am in what is Luke's room, which is really cute. It has the best lighting in the house. Yeah, so that right there is the sun going down behind the mountains. It's so pretty. But yeah, back to what I was saying about making this house as homey as possible. The scents that I use the most in our house, in our diffuser at Fort Campbell, was Christmas spirit and frankincense. So I have this diffusing every day, and it just makes it feel like home to me. I know it is June, I'm, diffusing Christmassy scents, but, it just makes everything feel so at home to me. And yeah, so tomorrow, Lucas reports to work, and we're still just waiting on our stuff, and we're just kind of, making it day by day, and hopefully we will have a house full of things soon. We've heard it could take up to 3 months, which is not going to be ideal, obviously, but we're just trying to make it work at the moment. So yeah, well, thank you for everybody who watched this and everybody who has checked in on us. We feel so loved. I definitely miss home right now, but Colorado is so beautiful, and not very many people get the opportunity to move across the country and live in different places. So I'm just really going to embrace this change, and yeah, just take these experiences. And I'm just so ready to go to the zoo next week and go explore the mountains, and it's gonna be so much fun. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Have a great night. Bye.